So, hi. I'm a little tired tonight. I promised I would post more frequently just to keep myself on track, and I don't have anyone else keeping accountability for myself, so I've got to do it myself. It's pretty late. I've got the kids sleeping with me tonight. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so with the depression week, I did definitely gain some weight. It's probably like 6 pounds, and I'm only 1 pound away from the weight I was before the depression week. So I've nearly lost all of what I gained during depression week. So that's fine. I'm back on track and getting things together. Somewhere stressful. I have really bad allergies. Sorry. I got like gummies in my eyes and I'm pulling out. And highlights of the week so far. Today is Thursday. Yeah. Tomorrow's my day off, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna bake my spaghetti squash. I meant to do it earlier in the week, but I just got really busy with some other stuff that I needed to do late at night, and then I ended up not sleeping the other night at all, so I went to bed early last night. Yeah, because the night before I only slept like 2 hours. I have no idea why. And so I never got around to baking my spaghetti squash because before I like stir fry it, which is my plan. I plan to stir fry the zucchini. It's not a zucchini, it's a squash. So it's spaghetti squash. Oh my gosh, my brain. I'm a little bit tired tonight too. I plan on baking the spaghetti squash because it makes it easier to like take my fork in it and just scrape it off the outer skin. And the outer skin during baking is more of like a firm like shell, and so you can just easily just scrape it. Similar to like an avocado on the outside. If you've never baked a spaghetti squash, that's how it is after you bake it. It's like a avocado shell where it's kind of like that cardboardy paper like firmness, and once it's baked, the inside of the squash just falls right out. My favorite way to eat spaghetti squash is stir fried with other veggies. So I've got matchsticks, not like matchsticks, but matchstick cut carrots, and then I have shredded cabbage because that's really good. I feel like it makes it crunchy, like the crunch. And then I have like mixed veggies that's got like the corn and the green beans and the peas in it in the freezer that I'll add to it with I'll use a little bit of like powdered ginger because if I use fresh stuff, since I don't usually have time to get around to cooking stuff, it like goes bad, so I just use little bottles of powdered ginger, celery seed salt, and just a tiny bit of sesame oil for the flavor, and then like really just a drop of it. And oh yes, coconut liquid aminos. It's like a soy sauce alternative because I'm sure that I'm like allergic or sensitive to soy, so I use coconut liquid aminos. That also covers for like salt too. I mean, I might, depending on how much veggies I have in there, I may add just a little bit of iodized salt because I need the iodide because of my thyroid. I think. And then I was gonna also make like I call it like a Mexican lasagna because I'm really lazy. I just layer corn tortillas, the soft ones, in a like glass baking pan with some enchilada sauce and cheese, mostly mozzarella because it melts the best, and then I use Cache Valley because it's a cheaper vegetarian cheese, and sometimes I'll use veggie protein, and I think I might this time with some black beans and the zucchini, not the big one, the really beautiful one that I have, because that one's still good and it's on the counter, but I had zucchini in the fridge that I chopped up and put in the freezer because I wasn't going to use it in time and it was going bad and I didn't want to waste it, so I went ahead and chopped it up and put it in some bags in the freezer to freeze. Just save it so I could save money and not be wasteful. Put that with some beans and cheese and layer it because I've got sour cream, so that will be nice to have next week since it's still getting into the routine of my new job because I work just so late. And I'm gonna have to start learning to cook larger portions, I guess, on the weekend. I mean, I've got a really small fridge, so I'm gonna have to really plan what kinds of things I'm gonna have to cook because more things are perishable than others, and I don't have a very large freezer. It's one of those small ones that are like the size of a large Igloo lunchbox with the white one that like slides back and forth. I still don't do any exercising just because my job, I'm always on my feet anyway. Doing blood draws or running labs, getting patients and getting orders and stuff like that. So I'm still getting about 10,000 steps a day just because I have a smartwatch. And then I come home and I chase my toddler around who is sleeping. He's kind of in there. He's really in there. I haven't been really snacking because I've not purchased the items I like to snack on, so I usually do still walk in the kitchen, I mean. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I walk in the kitchen, I'm like, I'm gonna get a snack. It's gonna be so tasty, and then it's like, you didn't get anything tasty. So that's kind of disappointing, but it's also nice because I set myself up for that, like, success in that way. I mean, it's disappointing sometimes to think about because it's so really, really nice to crunch on stuff. But yeah, thanks for sticking around for almost 9 minutes. Sorry for the rant, but that's my update after my depression week. Have a good night.